So therefore, what you gonna do? You only have one option. Go back to what you used to do.
Well,
and you get caught again.
hopefully there's more options than that. And see, because the point is that you going back to jail is not going to help you with your family.
No.
You know, and this whole concept, like he was saying before about guys see the cops coming, they just automatically throw their hands up, and you know, we're living in the mindset that we are some sort of captured individual.
Yeah,
that we can't. You know, it's very difficult for black men to say that they ever really were free in this country. You know, we were brought here and put under slavery. After slavery, we went into institutionalized racism and the whole nine, and we're still there. You know, where we're profiled and the whole, you know, others come to this country and they get the benefits of this country. You could have been a German over there killing people in World War II, and you come here and you can go about the country without.
Yeah.
And we who've been here ever since the first ship probably came, you know, we can't even progress. You know, and there's issues and events that cause us to be, what you say, I've been cheated, mistreated, when will I be loved, you know, these type of things. You know, so when somebody's in jail and then you see that, hey, look, they're not doing anything. They're going to take away every possible way that I can stay on the street. You know, that I could possibly get if a guy got a degree, even though he's been in jail, somebody may want him hire him for the skills that he possesses.
Yeah.
But if you're not possessing any skills.
So if you take that away from them, therefore when you come out, they're saying that you're not going to have anything. Because before, people was getting degrees, coming out with degrees, coming out with high school diplomas. But now they're saying, well, you know what? We don't want that because that means that you're taking money from our business. We want you back here. So therefore you're going to take away the things that's going to help you progress.
I know there are programs that helps felons.
Right.
As far as school is concerned, because at school I've heard, I don't remember the name of the program, but they help you. I think they pay for the school, the whatever program you're doing. They give you money towards MetroCard to get to and from school, and they put a little.
You know, but it's still even harder for school because I clearly remember when I went to college, I'm signing up. When you sign up for your financial aid and all that, they ask you how you been a felon, and they say the same line. It won't really potentially disclose you from getting it.
It doesn't help.
But it depends on what you do. I'm pretty sure you won't get it.
And each state and each entity has its own take on post offenders. Like if you are in certain states, even if you had a felony, you could still vote. You know, but some guys don't know about that.
No. What happened recently? I just heard that recently.
Some countries where they have halfway houses where you can work, you know, but you got to, you got a curfew and everything. You got to come back and everything at certain times.
Yeah, but they have a lot of programs that they're not widespread and they're not as helpful. But they do have some programs that will steer brothers when they come out of jail, you know, to help them in a halfway house type situation where they can get a job, you know, and these type of things. And more of that should be expanded and needed, you know. But the fight against these type of programs, you know, very often you say, well, why would they not want this type of program? Because the guys that are on the boards for these type of programs may be invested in the prison system. And he wants to keep guys coming in because that's part of his investment.
To keep them in there, to work them in there. That's why
well, to keep
and jail is slavery.
Yeah.
Because they pay you a couple of cents to do a job when you should be
50 cents a week.
$15, $20 or more.
That a man outside is working 15 hours an hour, the whole same amount of hours.
The main tragedy, one of the main tragedies is the loss of your freedom.
Yeah.
Look, you have one life. You got so many hours and minutes to live.
You don't know. Yeah.
You know, why would you want any of that time to be under the auspice of someone else telling you when and where to go? This country was built on freedom and independence. You know,
and slavery.
As much freedom as you can get, try to keep that. Don't let nobody take it from you. Don't let nobody entice it away from you. You know, don't let nobody get you caught up where you lose it. You know, and in the area of preventing yourself from going back to jail or going to jail, you know, it's an individual way of how you carry yourself. You know, you run up on the cop, you know, you know automatically you don't know what's in his head. You know, if he's ticked off, if he's been chased, or calm him down first. Don't throw some gas on it, you know, because he's looking for somebody to do it in.
Yeah.
He might be one of them in that type of mood. Say, yeah, officer, give him. He's a servant of the people. He's doing a job. Treat him like that, and he'll probably. You got a good shot at flipping him. Flipping him from where his head is at to no. This is not a typical black kid that's angry, and I can.
Yeah, get him an easy victim. If you come to them calm and you show them you got intelligence, it mostly work out in your favor. Because when I started doing that, I ain't gonna front. When I was a kid, I was a knucklehead. So when the cops stopped me, I'm yelling, cursing, you ain't doing nothing.
Easy, a short fuse.
Yeah, like that.
Just touch it. It's boom.
And then just simple things. And then when I got older, I learned how to just talk to them nicely. Yeah. I figured that they just came and went. Rather than me leaving with them. You know what I'm saying? Just came away,
those small things can make a big difference.
It does, it does.
The small things can make a big difference. And like I said, the more education you get, the less chances you have of going to jail.
Because you're in the books.
But then how about this? With that, I have a problem with that because, with my school,
they're part of education?
Yeah, there's a problem, and then there's also, I'm not getting what I'm supposed to need, and then there was these kids out in the front of my school, and they were mad because, they didn't have any teachers to help them with their regents. Because they had like extra classes.
They had a Regents program.
Yeah, where teachers came, they volunteered and they helped the seniors, get better scores on their.
Set up for their Regents.
Yeah. So then they were mad because they had these classes, but there was no teachers in there and they weren't learning anything. So then they had a march. They just walked up and down the school, saying that we ain't got no teachers. We need to study regents and everything. We was like, come on, where y'all at? And then also, and so like, with the prison system, y'all get money. Can't y'all just share it with the neighborhood? That's not doing so well.
No, because they're not gonna invest. They're not gonna invest in your neyborhood because your neighborhood's where their money comes from. So they don't want to invest in your neighborhood because that's where they get their money from. People.
But they'll give it to a white neighborhood though.
Because that's not where their victims come from. I'm not saying all of them, but it's more in our neighborhood than their neighborhood.
Okay, but then think about this: what if black people started going to their neighborhoods and using their schools and all their supplies? Why the prisons get them money? You think they're just gonna do what they normally do? Shut down that area and move to a different area?
Because they don't want to share with us. That's why.
But one of the problems is you stated that those students were walking back and forth protesting. Where are the parents calling their councilmen and their congressmen and telling them, hey, look, my kid is out there protesting because they're X, Y, Z?
Yeah.
See, the problem is that we don't have enough of our parents behind us during these times.
Right.
We're not very versed in knowing that you call your congressman and you get results. White folks know about that. They know you pile on and you make all these calls and you're going to get some movement. So when these situations arrive, sure, it's going to take getting up, being active, and doing something to make sure that your kid doesn't wind up without an education, so where that he has no other options but going to jail or but doing something wrong. Look, guys can go now and get technical skills, and this is what I would suggest brothers do. Go in areas where they're definitely needed, because we just start being parts of unions and these type of things. And in our neighborhood, they're quick to open up some liquor store, but
or some chicken place.
Yeah, but will they open up an apprenticeship program, or a vocational school?
Apprenticeship programs and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I feel like if they had did that, then most kids won't be out in the streets. They'll probably be in there, curious about like, oh, let me see what this place is all about. They probably won't be in the streets that much anymore. They probably won't be in jails anymore. If they
to a certain extent, because when I was younger, they had a lot of programs, and there were a lot of kids that weren't on the streets that was in these programs.
And that kept them out of trouble,
but once the program starts shutting down because of funding, therefore they go back to the streets.
But that's the deal.
Go right back to the streets.
That's the deal.
That's what happened. If there's no funding, because it was a lot of kids that I see on the streets now that were in the programs and used to have fun, play basketball, sports, and all that.
Yeah.
They actually do work if they're there.
They work, and of course you can note the rise in crime and kids going astray by the lack of these resources in the community.
Because like if you look, and there's no park, There's no basketball court. There's no community center.
Nothing
or there's
recreational.
nothing. Yeah, just crazy put it like that. If there's nothing like that, what are they gonna do? They're gonna hang around each other and they're gonna get influenced by other people and find time to start doing something.
Sure. And also the music culture doesn't help.
No.
You know, it's not right now. Guys that blow up, you know, that make good money, you know, in the rap game, you know, they're spewing out violent hate. You know, and of course, if you're going to sit and listen to that day by day by day, and you say, well, there's brothers that shoot out positive message, yeah, but they're not getting the airtime.
Not really.
Because the people don't want to.
Like those people, you gotta seek them out yourself.
They get airtime, just not enough.
Right.
They don't want
As
them to
much
hear that.
as you know, all the ruckus.
Well, that's what I'm talking about. Airtime. I'm talking about if your record was played 50 times versus his record being played 5,000 times. You know, there's gonna be a difference. You're gonna bob to the music, and then eventually you start listening. Maybe after the 200th time, you start listening. Wait, what did he say? Shoot something? What? Do what? Oh.
Yeah, somebody smack you because the dude smacked me today. So that's what you got to do.
Yeah,
I mean, but you know, I wouldn't blame it on the rapper. It's just the person, because you got to take that into your own like mom, because I can listen to that and I won't do what they tell me to do. So I'm not gonna blame them.
TV. You know, you watch TV, you see a lot of people getting killed, shoot up, and you know, you see a lot on TV. Doesn't mean I'm gonna go outside and do shit.
It does,
something to entertain the
but
person.
that's you. And see, a lot of people don't have a whole lot left. You understand? And they are angry. And this thing does feed into their anger. Look, once you get to be about 12, 13 years old as a young black male, you start realizing that, hell, there ain't a whole lot of doors open to me. There ain't a whole lot of people pushing me on. You know, and as that move on and you move into your 14 and your 15 years old, and you start realizing that, hey, we're poor, nobody's helping us, black males don't have no real allies, that makes you angry.
So, like, what do you think is some ways of prevention from going to jail for some youth? Besides, when we talked about education is a way to prevent yourself from going to jail. If you stay in the books and you stay seeking more and more knowledge, you won't be on the streets doing what you do.
Well, it's part of the situation is that we don't see a future. You know, very in those situations where young black men are looking, they don't see a lot of support for their future.
Yeah.
So therefore, you feel disenfranchised and you feel angry, and then you feel like, even if I get educated, I'm not going to get. No, but go anyway.
Yes,
you know, go anyway. It's going to be hard. It's a hard road.
It's hard. So some people feel like because they see some family members who went to college, and then they're not even working when they feel it. They have McDonald's or the sneaker store, so they get discouraged. Like, I know a lot of people who get discouraged. They be like, well, if somebody I looked up to can't even do it, then how can I do it? You know, some people are like that.
A friend of mine has his bachelor's, and you know, right now he's struggling. He works at McDonald's, and he's struggling to find a job. He has a bachelor's.
Right.
It makes me look like, why go waste money to get a degree?
Well, it's very discouraging. But see, the reason why right now why people with degrees are not moving ahead right now is because of the general nature of the economy right now. You know, and this was part of the beef with the 99%ers down Wall Street. You know, the economy was not moving as well. So these people are behind because the economy's not moving well. Yeah. But eventually the economy will come around.
It will come back. So when it come back, if you have that, you're ready.
Right.
You don't have to go through 4 more years.
Right.
You just be ready when it comes. You know?
Because when the economy turns, then you're going to be in pace with the move with the economy.
But I like education because education makes you think different. You don't think the same as everybody else, so you think of more logic and reason rather than just impulse.
That's the thing, logic and reason.
I think if you know. If a black man, you know, if he did go in jail, you know, he should have a little bit of hopes and, you know, go back to school, at least try to go back to school, because you know how he's hustling there. Well, at least you're selling stuff on the street. Well, you're good at selling, so try to get a business degree or something like that. Make a profit out of it or something, but not in that negative kind of area. Try to move up, you know, not down.